I am cat in the hat because cations are what? Positive. It's my students are learning about cations. Well, they've learned about it already, but every chance I get, I say that. And so I figured, you know what? I'm going to dress up as a cat in the hat. It is Monday, and this Monday was a lot better than last Monday. No complaints. It's the end of the day. And I just was in, if you watched my vlog last week, I just was in one of those situations where I think I needed a week like that to happen because I hadn't had that yet. And I think we all, just as human beings, have weeks or days where everything seems like it's falling apart. But after I left here on Thursday, I talked about, or after talking about what I talked about on Thursday, on my way home, I realized, you know what? This is one of the reasons, like, it's okay to rant and to feel frustrated, but staying in a perpetual state where you're always ranting and complaining and feeling negative only leads to burnout much quicker. And I can tell that some people are burned out already, all staff, whether it's administrators, teachers, other people. I don't want to feel like that. And I definitely felt like that last week because I wasn't working out. I didn't go to the gym at all last week, and I was staying up here late. I was having trouble sleeping. I wasn't eating, and I wasn't going to allow myself to fall in that way. So with that said, I decided to play music Friday. That worked. I played music today, and just was a lot better. So other than that, I am going to go because my battery's about to die, but that is a signal that I need to go home. Happy Halloween. It is the end of the day on Tuesday. It is like 5:20, so I don't want to stay here too long, but today was another great day. The kids just repeated what my students did yesterday. We did Plickers again. If you've never tried Plickers, it's an awesome tool to formatively assess your students. I did it as a warm-up. I just walk around with my phone and I scan cards. And so I can immediately see on my phone right away because it will either show green or red by the student's name. Then they took an exam, and then they did some new notes. What do you do with elements that have died?
That died?
Uh-huh. Yeah, what do you do with elements that die?
You bury them.
You bury them. You get it? You bury them. Yeah, you do. Y'all know that was good. That was a good one. Happy hump day. It is the end of the day again. Actually, I didn't mention this is the last week of the grading period, and so I've been pretty much staying after school every single day because students are trying to come in to, first of all, finish the stations, because some of them did not finish the stations. They were either absent or they did not use their time wisely, and I don't really want to penalize the students because some of them may become ineligible if they don't pass. So I'm allowing them to do last minute things. And then some students, I told them, because they were trying to turn in writing samples to me not complete, and I told them I was not going to accept that, so they needed to finish it. So a majority of the students did finish the stations. However, I wanted to show, I got my Madagascar hissing cockroaches today. There's actually a whole bunch compared to what I had last year, and I need to make sure I put this down. But what we did pretty much this week, really, they took a test, they took an element test on Monday and Tuesday, and then my 8A classes, they took part 2, which was covering a couple different topics because I never really gave them a test this entire grading period because I was out one day for a field trip. We had PSAT, we had a holiday, then we had a late start. We actually have a late start tomorrow. And then I was out 2 more times because I went to New York City. It's just kind of been a crazy grading period. And because I was behind and playing catch up, I had not given them a test, but I knew I was gonna put everything together towards the end of the 6 weeks, so I had already created it. So other than that, I am going to go home. That's my favorite saying anytime before I leave. Other than that, I'm gonna go home. So I am gonna go home. I am putting all my papers together because it's the end of the 6 weeks grading period, and I have, this is just some of it right now to grade. I want to cry. And then I have even more over here, and then I have some from the box right here. TGIF, you might be wondering why I am filming in the dark, although it doesn't look dark because of my window. We are without power for the second time this school year. No power, and against my better judgment, I was going to make copies yesterday, and I was like, you know what, because the printer here into my room fades, and I was trying to be perfect, so I was like, I'll just go home, I'll print it so that way it looks all nice dark, and then I'll come first thing in the morning and I'll make copies. Well, the copies don't work, the lights, luckily I'm in an area that's well lit by the windows. Unlike my classroom last year, that area is totally pitch black. So I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm going to do right now because I'm off 5th period, but we are on a modified schedule today because today's a pep rally. So I'm not gonna have advisory between this period and 6th period, it's just straight 6th period. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do. So right after I put the camera down, the power came on about a minute after that. And so I grabbed my stuff and I ran. Well, I didn't really run, literally, but I power walked to the copy machine because I figured that there'd be other teachers trying to make copies. I was making copies because my students are gonna put together the interactive notebook for the 3rd 6 weeks, or at least for the next unit. And that's actually what I'm also teaching today, at least part of it. So with the power out, I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do, but luckily the power came back on, as you can see. Hey also, good afternoon TGIF. What we're gonna do is play Find Someone Who. We did this earlier this school year, but if you were not here or you don't remember, the way this works is you're gonna find someone who knows the answers to these questions about atomic structure. So column 1 where it says task statements, there are 10 statements about what we have been learning about in terms of atomic structure. You all had your test the other day, so this should be very straightforward. But it is tying into what we're learning today because we're moving on to the next unit. You find someone and they write their answer in the middle. Make sure they're writing the correct answer. And then they sign their name off. You cannot sign your own name, and you can only sign once on somebody's paper. Okay? I'm going to give us 10 minutes. When you are done, bring your paper to me. But you have to get up and you have to move around. Oh, your time starts now. And I'm going to play the music too, just FYI. Okay, so it says draw the Lewis structure for sodium. You know, someone told me a joke once, it was sodium funny. That's a good one, right? Wait, what? Someone told me a joke once and it was sodium funny. Okay, that was a good one, right? Okay, sodium is Na. Did you get 8 hours of sleep? Did you get 8 hours of sleep?
Oh no.
Okay. You want to be a little bit more stable, get some 8 hours of sleep. You'll be okay. I got jokes. These are coming. I feel them. Okay, chlorine. Oh, wait. What is this called? A cation. And cations are positive.
No, I did that during the test.
You did it? So that is a wrap to another week and also another grading period. The grading period ends today. Well, technically it ends on Tuesday, Tuesday afternoon, but most teachers tell them today so that way students aren't coming and saying, hey, is there anything that I can do to raise my grade? Can I get extra credit? Blah, blah, blah. No, you should have taken care of your work the first time around so that way you're not rushing at the very last minute. It's not fair to your teachers. Well, that wraps up another week. If you're interested in checking out similar clips, you can do so by clicking on any of the links right here. If there was anything about this particular video that you liked, then make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and or share the video. And if you haven't already done so, make sure to subscribe so that way you can bond with James. As always, thanks for watching.